Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, July 24th. A cool front is sliding through the Mid-Atlantic region right now. It'll be a noticeable change in air mass by later today, as humidity levels should drop some during the afternoon hours, and it'll be downright cool tonight for the first time in many nights, with temperatures dropping way down in the upper 50s in some suburban locations of the big cities along the I-95 corridor. That cool front, however, stalls out as it reaches the East Coast, and it poses a problem for the weather conditions on Thursday and Friday, especially along the coast, places like the East Coast of New Jersey and down across the Delmarva Peninsula, even up to New York City perhaps, could get some moisture in the form of clouds and showers. And it'll be a close call here in the I-95 corridor in terms of that moisture backing into the west from the ocean on Thursday and Friday. More on that in a moment. Also in the picture now is a tropical depression. We have some activity in the eastern part of the Atlantic. This is a wave that has moved off the East Coast over the last couple of days and really intensified overnight, and it looks quite impressive on the last couple of frames right here. Some circulation associated with it. It has indeed reached tropical depression status. There is some dry air just ahead of it, and we'll focus in on that in a moment or two, but it does look rather organized right now. Tropical depression status. If indeed it becomes a tropical storm, it will be named Dorian, and it could very well continue on a westward track if it survives that encounter with the dry air, reaching the Caribbean in about a week or so, and perhaps the Bahamas or the western Caribbean islands in 9 or 10 days or so. This infrared satellite loop, by the way, is from the Naval Research Laboratory website. Well, one more map regarding the tropical depression. We showed this map yesterday. It comes from the Wisconsin CIMSS website, and it shows the water vapor in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and the orange here represents some drier air. So indeed, the tropical depression, which is situated right here, has an encounter with some dry air over the next day or so. And should it survive that, it looks like it'll continue on a westward track towards the Caribbean, or perhaps just to the north of Caribbean, reaching that region in about a week or so. And the odds are increasing that it will survive this encounter with dry air. The fact that it intensified somewhat overnight and has a nice circulation center associated with it gives it a better chance of surviving this encounter with the dry air, but we'll know more over the next 24 hours or so. Well, let's get back to the continental U.S. Here's the latest surface map, and here's that cool frontal system sliding through the Mid-Atlantic region right now. It'll set up shop right along the East Coast over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. A couple of low-pressure waves will ride up along that coast. In fact, there's a sign of a potential nor'easter by about Friday or Friday afternoon, situated along the New England coast. And indeed, there are some very warm sea surface temperatures sitting right off the New England coast. That could very well aid in the development of a potential nor'easter come Friday or Friday evening. That should mostly affect New England. But again, this front will set up shop right along the East Coast, and there could be enough moisture backing in to cause some clouds and even showers along the I-95 corridor over the next couple of days. It'll be a close call. It's kind of a low confidence forecast for tomorrow and Friday. We'll, of course, monitor that over the next 12 to 24 hours or so. Well, let's take a look at some forecast maps. This is from the NAM, North American Mesoscale Model, from last night's zero-Z run for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. We'll look at Thursday morning in 12-hour increments, look at Thursday evening, Friday morning, and Friday evening. By tomorrow morning, that frontal system is lined up right along the East Coast. There's an area of low pressure along the southern part of that front. Notice the moisture by the NAM model backing in all the way to just about the I-95 corridor tomorrow. And there is an outside chance that tomorrow will turn out to be a cloudy day up and down the I-95 corridor with some showers. And if indeed that happens, temperatures could actually be very cool for this time of year. Could even hold in the 60s. There's an outside chance of that. Holding in the 60s if in fact it does turn out to be a cloudy, showery day in parts of the I-95 corridor region. Let's now jump ahead to Thursday evening's forecast map. By Thursday evening, still some low pressure sitting off the Mid-Atlantic coastline. some precipitation backing into especially places closer to the coast, such as the Delmarva Peninsula and the eastern part of New Jersey. That's where the best chance for showers will occur on Thursday into Thursday evening. Let's now jump ahead to Friday morning. Here's the forecast map for Friday morning. Look at this, a nice, almost a nor'easter type system developing here. Again, there's some very warm sea surface temperatures sitting just off the New England coastline, and that'll aid in the development of a potential nor'easter come Friday, which mostly will affect New England, but we'll have to monitor that from New York City south and west to the Philadelphia and Baltimore, even down to D.C. region come Friday. Let's now jump ahead to Friday evening. And here's the Friday evening forecast. Kind of an interesting twist. This nor'easter type system kind of backs in, according to the NAM model run. It kind of tends to turn to the north and west as it approaches New England. So indeed, New York City has some possible showers from this particular type of system. So a lot of questions still to be answered for the weather, regarding the weather on Thursday and Friday. A potential nor'easter, which is quite unusual for this time of the year. No doubt it'll be a cooler air mass over the next few days. Whether it gets wet or not is still a little bit up in the air, but great sleeping weather tonight. And of course, we'll monitor the tropical depression that's now situated in the eastern part of the Atlantic. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.